Alright, here we are. I kind of want to keep this hand, but I just don't think I can. 5 lands is, even if with a canopy, is just way too many. Oh, this is a reasonable hand. Ooh, Aether Vial. Man. I think I bottom it because I really just want to land. But if he doesn't kill the Noble, I don't mind going like Champion plus Vial next turn. But I'm going to just bottom it because I have to assume worst case scenario and he's going to kill my Noble. And I want to have like redraws. And once I draw another land, like I'm on 6, I've got a lot of one. When you have a lot of 1-drops, like the Aether Vial isn't going to do as much work as normal, so might be another game against Storm. Once again, I'm playing in Storm potentially with no disruption. I guess it could be any kind of Jeskai deck, but I do get to untap, which is nice. Thala's Lieutenant, okay. So we play this. Really hoping it's not Storm and its control because Storm is very likely to beat me here. Like, Grape Shot's terrible. I just don't have that fast of a clock. And I don't have any disruption. Looks like it is control, so that's good. Okay, I would like to draw Cavern. Seagram Coast. If this resolves, we're in pretty good shape. Because even if he's got like Helix or whatever for the champion, then I get to play the other one, probably. If it gets countered, either way, it's not really the end of the world. Okay, it's pretty bad if he's got a path, in addition to everything here. I'm not going to wait to play this, because this puts my guy out of bolt range or whatever. Hoping for no path. Take 6, please. Nice, okay. Even a land next turn isn't that bad, because I don't mind attacking with my nobles. And if he plays a Spell Queller, I suppose I can just Reflector Mage it. Ooh, Thalia's nice. Okay, play that. If he Spell Quellers it, that's fine. I get to, like, smash with my Noble or with my Champion. And then I can next turn Reflector Mage a Spell Queller, potentially. And now, I don't think they normally play Supreme Verdict main deck, but now that I have a Thalia underneath this, I actually don't lose to a Supreme Verdict because I get the Thalia back. Which is pretty nice. Though he had pretty good mana this game. I mean, he took 2 damage, but it's possible he's holding on to Fetchlands in his hand. He has Cryptic up, which could be problematic. Reflector Mage might actually be really nice here, though, so we'll see what happens. What is he tapping out for? An Electrolyze. Okay, so he's just dead unless he drew a path? Which is possible. Even if he drew a path, I might still win. Because I get the Thalia back, which pumps this. Put him to 2. But that was a nice quick beating. Okay, so we're back against control. We want the Sin Collectors and the Resto Wombo combo. We want probably the extra Dark Confidant. Against them, I really don't like Meddling Mage. They just have Electrolyze, Bolt Path. They have so many different ways of killing the mage. It's mostly just a Grizzly Bear, and the biggest problem with it is that, like, Snapcaster Mage, even though you can name Snapcaster Mage, obviously, a Snapcaster Mage can just trade with it, so you end up getting kind of blown out. I'm not sure I love Phantasmal Image either, because he's got Electrolyze. So maybe what I do is I cut one of those. But you say that's, like, weird that I cut this a lot, but, like, Mayor wouldn't be good in this matchup either because of Electrolyze. And Thalia's Lieutenant's a lot better because if they kill the Lieutenant, you still get the counter. I guess Reflector Mage is pretty bad, huh? I think that Thalia is reasonable, but might be worse than Mirran Crusader. Yeah, let's cut down to 0 Reflector Mages. And then let's play with 1 Mirran Crusader, that's fine. 7 3-drops. And then what else do I want to do? So I can play Meddling Mages. Maybe it's just correct to play them. Put them in on Bolt or whatever. Mirran Crusader is just like a random beater. It's possible they're better than Image. Though Image is only really bad against Electrolyze and only really bad against that if you have another X1. Dismember could also be good because it does kill Colonnade and Spell Queller. So yeah, let's put in 1 Dismember. Actually, I don't mind that on the draw because Spell Queller could totally destroy me. And yeah, I guess we're going to play with 2 Meddling Mages. It's fine. I'm not sure if I want a second Dismember. Colonnade can actually be a pretty big problem. Like, it's just a really good card. So the damage you take is huge from the Dismember. If they have like Spell Queller guys, Snapcaster, Bolts and stuff. Has a Shockland start. I really like this Hallowed Fountain. I don't like that it's foil. I wish it was just not foil. Pretty solid hand on my part, but don't have another land, which is kind of... Oh, I played the wrong land. Really hope I don't get like Spreading Seas or the information. The information is bad. Normally against this kind of deck, you want to hold the Cavern because not only could they have Spreading Seas, they don't generally have that, but it's a situation where he can now like might not hold up Logic Knot or something if he has it. Interesting spot because if he draws a Bolt, he's probably gonna Bolt. But if he doesn't, do I want to play Rider or do I want to just play the Thalia? He's going to give me right away here, which I don't know if that means he's got something or not. Like, I could overextend into a sweeper here. And he went top, bottom, so he's drawing something that he thinks good. It's just so much damage. It does play around Bolt to play the Thalia. I really don't know what's right in this scenario. Next turn, I'm going to have 4 mana, so I can go like double 2-drop. If I play the Rider this turn, which is kind of cool. Might be killing the Noble. Might just have a Wrath. If he's got a Wrath, I think the best place is to just play Rider. He could have like an Anger of the Gods. I'm just going to play the Mantis Rider, I'm pretty sure. And if he has a Bolt, like, yeah, it sucks, but Bolt is just so good against you that you can't really... Like, playing around it to a minimal extent does not necessarily do much. And like I said, I'm pretty sure he would have bolted my Noble if he had it. So, like, the Mantis Rider is pretty nice. And this actually might bait out a Anger if he has one, which is kind of what I want to do. Okay, fetch for a basic. He might have a Blood Moon. He's got an Izzet Staticaster. Okay, so I'm a little glad that I didn't go for the Thalia play now. So I definitely want Dismember, the second Dismember, for the next game. So what options do I have? Not much. I suppose my only play is to play the Thalia's Lieutenant and then the Noble. That way, my Thalia's Lieutenant survives the Staticaster. It might have been a bit greedy of him to main phase this, by the way, if you were watching and you're a Jeskai player. I don't think there's a reason to wait. I guess I have Resto in my deck, but most people don't. So I'm still in okay shape. My hand is really bad at this point. But I might be able to make it work. I guess him killing the Noble main phase was like, he was cutting me off mana. Didn't really consider that, but... He's going to do it again, which actually works to my favor, I think. Ooh, Freebooter is nice. It's almost like the perfect card here, because I can uncounterable it, and then I can image whatever it is. And I should I name Angel with the territory? Probably not. Okay, he might actually be no, because he can, if I take the bolt, he can electrolyze or whatever. Supreme Verdict and a Wrath of God. Interesting. So what is the situation? So let's say I take the Lightning Bolt. He will electrolyze the Thalia's Lieutenant. Otherwise, he's just dead to, like, anything. If I take the Verdict, he can just kill the Freebooter. Like, I can, like, use my image on the Freebooter, but get the other Wrath of God, but then he can just kill it with Staticaster. So I'm actually kind of screwed. Though, I can deploy Thalia after the Verdict next turn. So I think I want to minimize the damage this turn, which means I just want to take the Electrolyze, because it's not only does it deny him a card draw, but once he Wrath the Gods, I'd rather him actually have the Electrolyze in his hand than the Bolt, because it's inefficient. But I actually have Thalia in image, and he can kill the Thalia with the Electrolyze on the following turn. I basically get to choose. It's basically a choice. Which one do I want him to use here? If I take the Electrolyze, I can actually play the image on Mantis Rider and put him to 1. But I don't think that's a good play. I guess I can do that anyway, huh? God, I don't want him to draw the card because I don't want him to hit land drops, is the thing. But the Electrolyze does prove pretty efficient against Thalia, but so is Snapcaster Bolt. I'm just gonna, it just has to be the Electrolyze, I think. God, I wish he was at 1 less life. It would make this so easy. So he doesn't even have to use the Bolt if I don't play the image. So I think I play the image and trade for the Bolt. Because the image doesn't really do anything anyway when I have Thalia plus image as my follow-up. Man, this sucks. I think I name human. Oh! He just let that resolve? So he's just dead? Oh, he can block with Snapcaster Mage? And play Bolt. I see. But that was a big mistake on his part, I think. I think he should have bolted, because now he has to waste the Snapcaster Mage for nothing. which honestly is like really, really big here because now he has the Supreme Verdict, and then my Thalia, obviously he can electrolyze it, but like his follow-up, like he doesn't have Snapcaster as a follow-up anymore. Yeah, he definitely messed that up. Oh, I guess what he can do, never mind. What he can do is he can not Lightning Bolt. But like the Snapcaster I think is more powerful than Lightning Bolt, so I think we had a minor win there. But he's actually going to prevent as much life as possible, which is fine. I mean, whatever. I think it's good for me in the long run because I think his life actually isn't that relevant here. It's more about me like sticking a threat if I can. He gets the Electrolyze back, whatever. So he's got Electrolyze and Supreme Verdict. Oh, I exited the wrong thing. But he's got Electrolyze and Supreme Verdict. Mantis Rider. That's a good draw. Now, it's funny because I draw that, and now it's like he made the right play by flashing the Snapcaster. He would have just died. I guess going to 1, yeah, going to 1 cuts him off all his fetch lands, which makes it a lot less likely for the Colonnade to work. So honestly, all that stuff I said, I'm going to take it back. Seeing how this game played out, with Mantis Rider being an out, obviously, but just he needs to get to 6 mana for the Colonnades, and he just has to assume eventually he draws something good. So, like, I actually think that he made the right play. Interesting. So I have the option of not playing the Thalia. Yeah, I'm actually going to just play Noble and force him to electrolyze it. Not to mention, the other problem with playing Thalia is if he passes next turn I attack and he Spellqueller ambushes me, I'd much rather have the Thalia. So I think what he's going to do is just electrolyze right away or whatever. And then I end up with a Thalia instead. So all we know about is an Electrolyze. He can't fetch. Just Steam Vents. He put 2 cards on the bottom. That's nice. So, yeah, he's drawing a bunch of cards, and he's got the Colonnade. Hopefully I can draw into something good. Another Thalia. Not the worst draw I could have, but not great either. But these threats are all lethal. And he doesn't have enough mana to Snapcaster Snap, or Snapcaster Electrolyze. So if he wants to use a Snapcaster, then it's going to cost him. He doesn't get the card back or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I suppose he could eventually draw Helix. He might just be dead. That would be a nice surprise. He got a Spell Queller. Yeah, that sucks. But I can't just wait because it just doesn't really accomplish much. That Staticaster was pretty good, but we put on enough pressure that wasn't insanely good. Oh, he's attacking? That's not a good sign. Means he might have another one. Really wanted to draw like a Lord or a Dismember or something. There's no way he makes that attack and doesn't have it. Maybe he's got a Cryptic that he's just going to spew, but feels to me like he's got another Spell Queller. Have to like dodge him drawing Helix too, because that'll unlock his Colonnade. Another Strand. Okay, he's getting pretty unfortunate. But really would like to draw. I guess a Noble he can just Spell Queller. Anything I draw, he can Spell Queller. So it's not as if I'm in a situation where like those draws are that good, because I'm assuming his last card is a Spell Queller. It could be a Cryptic, but Here's a Spell Queller. Okay, well, we got the Spell Queller out. It's possible with another Cavern in my hand, I could have waited one more turn. Because now, like, he's clocking me faster. Or whatever. But I think that it's right to just jam. Don't really have a great reason why. Okay, Freebooter. That would have been nice last turn, though. He might not have a spell in his hand. He might have a Cryptic, though. And this might force him to, like, use it somehow, some way. This thing looks like a fetch, and, like, I keep mistaking how much mana he has. Though he might, if he has a Cryptic, he actually might let me take the Cryptic. Because if he just goes, like, bounce, draw, I can just take whatever he draws. So it might actually be better to just have the Cryptic still available. Yeah, see, he's got the Cryptic. So this is interesting. He's got a Bolt and a Cryptic command. I think I'm supposed to just take the Bolt. Kind of weird, huh? Cryptic doesn't actually counter anything. And he can just at any time... He can just he'll just end up turn Bolt the Freebooter. So, yeah. Though, it's going to be really close. I'm going to need him to brick on lands even more than he already has. If I want to win this game. Hopefully what he has to do is he has to use the Cryptic to tap me down. I guess he can just let me attack and then bounce something. Our opponent hasn't drawn well, but we haven't really drawn well. I guess that Mantis Rider was pretty good. Let's just go to combat and see if he does anything. Yeah. Play the Vial. Time's running out too. As soon as he draws a Helix or another land, like this Colonnade is a super threat. He might counter and draw off of this, just because the Cryptic's going to be stuck in his hand anyway, and he kind of wants to cycle through it. Another Spell Queller, okay. Now Dismember doesn't even really do it, I don't think. Yeah, we take it. Another Vial. Yeah, I'm just dead now, right? There's, like, not anything I can do. I mean, I could just pass, but I don't... What could I draw? Or it doesn't lose to the Cryptic. I don't think there is anything. Got him real close. Just had to kind of haymaker him out a little bit better than we did. I have no outs. Just have no outs. I can't think of a way of winning. Something. It's fine. Dead. Very dead. Yeah. Double Wrath. Tough to beat. Maybe he had a better window to hit there. Okay, I really don't like Image if he's going to have the Staticaster. It might only be one, but still just not worth it. I think Dismember is probably reasonable. Because I really don't like Meddling Mage. So we'll run it like this. I don't love Mirran Crusader either, but at least it can attack into Colonnade slash... attack into Colonnade or Spell Queller, which a lot of my creatures can actually do. Okay. Not a great hand. No acceleration. But I do have the potential for an uncontested champion. If he's got a Bolt, he's got a Bolt. But if not, we're really beating down. I'm just going to play the Thalass Lieutenant over the Mage. I don't really know what to name with the Mage. I might draw something. This might force a path. Spell Snare? Okay. That's fine, too. He had to shock himself, so he might be a little bit land light. Didn't get a red source, so he must have a Sulphur Falls or just another fetch in his hand. Yeah, he does have a Sulphur Falls. Okay. This is kind of a tough spot now because Meddling Mage is like much better against... It's much better against him just killing my champion because it's more of a threat. But I think the best play is to just hope he doesn't have anything and play the Lieutenant. And the Lieutenants are worse later when he keeps clearing my board. So we just jam the Lieutenant. Don't expect much. And if he does kill the champion, it's not really the end of the world. He passes it, sure. Because now I just kind of build again. He's fetching on his main phase. Okay. Electrolyze, Staticaster. Yeah, I mean, he just has a Staticaster again, which isn't ideal. Ancient Ziggurat. So I could actually get the Thalos Lieutenant down now. I think the best play is probably to just play Mantis Rider and try to burst him down, so to speak. Yeah, whatever. Don't even care. If he's got any Electrolyze or whatever, any removal spell, and I'm just pretty much dead, but there's not that much I can do, honestly. The only reason to play the Mage that turn is because I kind of want to get the Staticaster down, or get the Thalos Lieutenant into it as a 2-2. So this might have been a mistake, honestly. But at the same time, like, my opponent's cast a spell every turn, he's got a bunch of cards in hand, like, I think I kind of want to Mise him. I kind of want to just kill him before he can draw any sort of removal. He went bottom, and he's got a Helix. Okay. That Noble Hierarch, that hurts. Hopefully we can draw our Dismember. Oh, it wasn't a Helix, it was an Abrade? Okay. I don't really know what to name. It's possible I should have named Snapcaster Mage or whatever, but... So you can Snapcaster Path me. Just regular Path. Okay, well I think if he had a Snapcaster... He probably... What would have he have done? Would he have cast it here or waited? This is really ugly. This is why I don't really like Meddling Mage, because it just gets bricked, you know, by this. Or I have to just name... I could name Cryptic, but I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't draw lands and I draw gas to win. So I'm just going to name Snapcaster. What do you have cast it, though, instead of the Path? Snap Path? I guess you could save the Snap for, like, a bigger spell. So maybe he wouldn't have. If he had a Bolt, he would have used it. So he obviously doesn't have a Bolt. So I named Snap. That's fine. Like, if he had a Bolt, he would just have bolted the Mantis Rider. Though, I guess he might know I don't have another basic, but... There is a threat that I could get a creature past 3 toughness. Interesting. So I think what I'm gonna do is play the Noble. And then go to combat. And then he's gonna ping it. Oh, he's not gonna ping it? Okay. He saw through my trap. But I get to resolve one of my X ones. So, like, that's fine. It's possible he's got a Spell Queller even, but... Otherwise, these are just going to stuck in my hand. I can't rely on drawing a... Yeah, I guess if he Spell Quellers this, that's pretty much game. think I just have to try it. I can't rely on drawing a Dismember. I have to just hope he doesn't have anything, but now that I make this play, it seems so bad. Because he can just Spell Queller it and kill everything. Okay. He's got a Vendilion Clique. Sure. Geist. Okay, I didn't know you had that. But yeah, this Staticaster is gross. I don't even know if I have good draws here, honestly. Ooh, he drew a Bolt? Yeah. I mean, I knew he didn't have a Bolt before, so... I guess I just smash. I could still win, but considering he's got 4 spells in hand and Snapcaster just got unlocked, I think I'm just super dead. That Staticaster both games just destroyed me. Maybe I should leave in all the Meddling Mages and hope to, like, Mise somehow. Okay, that's a card, kind of. Snapcaster, Wrath, Cryptic. It doesn't really matter, because he's just going to snap, but I guess I'll take the Cryptic. Assuming I'm going to die in pretty short order here. But he's going to Path of Freebooter. I think I'm pretty dead. He said, sorry, be right back. I'm just going to scoop. There's no reason to play this out. I am not 100% dead, but I am 99.9 something percent dead, so it's like just kind of silly if he's going to go AFK for me to stay.